The Skullcandy Dime Truly Wireless Earbuds. Let's take a look and see at them.
Let's take a look and see at them. That's great. That's great.
Now these earbuds come in at only $25, so let's take a look to see how they are. We, as you can see, got the red one because it stands out the most. You know, us here at Tech Barn, we like to stand out. And my first impression upon taking this out of the box was that, holy is this small. This is smaller than something I have, and I didn't think that was possible. Now, upon taking it out, one thing as well I noticed is that the case is made in a pretty special and funky way. The earbuds are actually so big that they pop out of the case, meaning if you open the case and take out the earbuds, you're gonna see two holes on the case, which in my opinion didn't make sense, but I mean, it kind of makes sense because of how small this thing is. I would even compare it to AirPods, saying that they're almost the same size, if not lighter and a little bit smaller. Now, moving on to the earbuds themselves, they are fully made out of plastic. I don't expect anything else from Skullcandy. The entire build is made out of plastic. You do have 8 hours of charge in the charging case, and then per usage time, it says you get 3.5, but from my testing, it was more around 2.5 to 3 per earbud. So that's another funky feature. For charging, it is via micro USB. I don't expect much from Skullcandy if you haven't realized, so I'm not surprised they'd cheap out on this. And as well, you do have a little hole where you can insert some keychain thingy if you want to put on your backpack, your keys, just another feature to have. Now moving on to the earbuds themselves, personally, this is where there's a lot of pros and there's a lot of cons, but those pros and cons apply to different people. Here at Tech Barn, we're two different people. You got me and then the person behind the camera. And what we realized is that upon trying them and just feeling the earbuds, we got two completely different reviews, and that's because our ears are different. For the other half, he was in love with the style and the fit. It fit him very nice, sleek, and the earbuds are very small, which personally, that's something I care about a lot. I don't want any earbuds that just pop out of your ear. I remember back then when truly wireless earbuds were first made, they were huge. They were just humongous. And now having a nice small earbud, it's classy and clean. For me, on the other hand, the fit wasn't the best. My ears are a little bit bigger, and I found that it was really hard to get these to stay in my ear without them like borderline falling out. It didn't feel like a nice and snug fit. Of course, there are different ear cups as well, but overall, there's one ridge on this earbud which just hurts. Like, I don't know how else to put it, but it hurts. These earbuds as well do have some inline control with a button, but that button is so tiny that when you press it, that ridge on the earbud just goes inside of your ear and you feel like you're just getting shanked in your ear, which no one wants to have that feeling. But design-wise, I love it. It's clean, it's classy, it's small, it's portable, and for the price tag, it makes sense. But when it came to the sound quality, on the other hand, it was pretty good as well. I don't expect anything more, in my opinion. Of course, there is a big amount of bass with any Skullcandy product, so you can expect that. But listening to songs by Sia and some musicals here and there, it sounded perfectly fine. Of course, hip hop and rap are going to sound better because these are more bass focused, which as a bass head, totally fine by me. But if you're someone who doesn't like bass as much, then that could be a make or break for you. Now, when it came to running and sports with these, for me, they didn't fit too well. If it was just weightlifting, it was perfectly fine because there's not much movement. But when it came to running or walking, there was the possibility of them falling out. I would have to push them back. So if there was a little grip inside of the earbud, then that would be even better. Now as well, one thing that I find pretty satisfying is the opening and closing sound of earbuds. Here's a sound of AirPods. And in comparison, the Skullcandy Dimes, just listen for yourself. As you can see, it's kind of 2 clicks rather than one just click right away. It's cheap, but then again, this is 25 bucks. This is 170 bucks. So if that really matters to you, then by all means, go spend your money on this. Now, overall, when it came to my experiences with these earbuds, there are a couple conflicting thoughts I had. One thing was with the case. When the earbuds aren't in the case, there's 2 holes that protrude through the case. You can see through it exposing the charging pins. And for me, because whenever have my earbuds plugged in, I've got the case in my pocket, in my bag. And because these have those holes there, there's a chance that you might get some dust in there, or you might get some garbage, or you might spill some chocolate milk from your lunch bag, which kind of destroys the case. And there's really no other way to charge these without the case. So that was one thing I wasn't a big fan of. As well, another thing I didn't really like is the buttons. They're so small and you have to press a good amount. And already these entirely being made out of plastic, pushing in to your ear, just again, it feels like you're being stabbed. So it's not the most pleasant feeling. But aside from that, I love the design. I love how small this is and pocketable it is, because the best comparison I can have is it feels like just a box of Tic Tacs you have in your pocket. And I really, really liked it. Now, I can't wait for a V2 of these. And things that I would do for the V2 is have a USB Type-C charging port so that it charges faster and it's just more modernized. As well, I was make the case have no holes in it when it's closed without earbuds. And I would make it so that super sharp edge on the earbuds isn't fully made out of plastic. I might add just a bit of rubber there. And finally, I would make the inline controls more so tap controls rather than having to push in a button. I think with those upgrades, this would literally become the king of budget, truly wireless earbuds. With that being said, if you stuck around to the end of the video, a like and subscribe is greatly appreciated. It genuinely means the world to us and it helps our channel grow day by day. This has been Tech Barn, and as always, stay premium. Skullcandy Dime Truly Wireless Earbuds.
Oh, I missed.
Today we're going to take a look at them.